Nice and calm. That's right. All right. That's right. Nice and calm. That's right.
For my next stream, should I try playing another game, or should I just stick with this? Because I know Digimon games can be pretty long. Yeah, so the stream seems to be going well now without cutting out. Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't know if you heard both the burps, but they happened. Oh, what?
Looking good.
Yeah, I gotta run from that. Yeah, I think it's good to just do some training. Is that giant Numemon still there? Good. I'm not going anywhere near it. Ah, sweet, I got another one of my nuts. My Azoa nut. I have a feeling I'm gonna end up making that joke every single time. Oh, sweet, Tentomon. Huh? I haven't seen you around these parts. Hey, wait a minute. Aren't you one of those things they call humans? Boy, howdy, it must have been fate that brought us together. I've got something to tell you, in fact. So what do you think? Have I piqued your interest? Or do you or you want I should pick your nose instead? You piqued it. Alrighty, I could tell you where. You're a sharp one. Now then, check this out, old buddy. Ta-da, recovery disc. Just what every tamer needs. Now, I could give it to you for 100 bits. What do you think? Stare blankly into his soul. Alright, buddy, you drive a hard bargain. Fine, have it your way. How much would you pay for this bad boy? Make it 80, save 20. Boy, howdy, this ain't your first rodeo, is it? Alright, 80 bits it is. I got the recovery disc. Woo, woo, woo. Good doing business with you. Deals like this are what I love about the job. Come back again, you hear? Oh, what? I need to... like, do I have to buy it full price? I guess I'll buy it full price. Thanks to you, I can finally open shop. I'll have more details. Give me a holler in town. Peace out, hombre. One thing I wish Bandai would do with Digimon is bring all the things that are Japan exclusive and make it not Japan exclusive. Because there's so much, like, last night, before I went to bed, I was looking at so much stuff, and, like, Rio, who appears for, like, an episode or two in Tamers, has, like, an entire arc throughout 3 games. And I'm just wondering why that's not in the US or Canada. You're back. Not a guy. I have good news. Tentaman has come to Floatia. He's opening up an item shop. The city's prosperity is now 2. There's still a long way to go. Materials collected are put away. Oh,
Okay,
you guys
now.
need your foods.
It's chow time.
Man, I've been burping a lot this stream. To be fair, I have a banana box full of M&Ms in front of me, so I've been eating a lot of that today, so that might be why I'm burping. Yeah. I mean, most people don't usually have a banana box of anything.
Okay.
But
Here we
in
go.
our town, like, sometimes, like, we've had banana boxes full of meats. We've had banana boxes full of M&Ms. And there we've honestly had more times of having banana boxes full of meat and M&Ms than we have banana boxes full of bananas. I'm from Newfoundland, Canada. Alright, let's go. What is this? Dalmon, Mega Kabuterimon, and blank. System. Ah. Oh. Like, as a poster, and looking over, it's like, yeah, we're pretty much, other than, like, hemispheres, we're pretty much in the same place.
Take this seriously. Are you ready? Okay, here we go.
Yeah, for me it's 6:21-ish. So there is some difference, but not that much, seeing as it's the same hour.
Stay focused.
Whoa. Alright, grab.
Over here.
Close the door. My mom just walked in to grab some. My mom just walked in to grab some M&Ms.
You hungry? Training time.
And it's not just regular M&Ms, it's the new M&Ms for that thing that's going on, where you vote for the flavors. So I got to taste all 3 different flavors, and my vote is probably going for either mint or espresso, because I've always been a fan of mint chocolate, which, in my opinion, is one of the best forms of chocolate.
Toughen up.
And the espresso flavor works really well with the chocolate. The raspberry flavor, I'm not the biggest fan of. I feel like if it was strawberry, it would be a much better contender. But it's not completely bad, the raspberry one. Sweet sleep.
Good night. Sleep tight.
In my personal file, my 2 blue Marimons passed, and in the same session I was able to bring them back up to Ultimate as Zudomon and I forget the other one.
Ready to eat? Here you go. You're getting stronger.
Alright. I think... Yeah, I think I'll do this a few times.
All right. Ready?
Oh, what? Did you...
Okay.
Earlier, my mom came into my room to grab some M&Ms, so I couldn't tell if you were gone during that or not. Ah. Well, thanks for watching anyway.
Let's get started.
Yeah. A lot of jobs can be boring, so having something like this could definitely help make it a little bit more interesting.
Okay. Here we go.
100 and... Yeah, I'm gonna be working at stamina a lot. I'm gonna try seeing if I can get that salty fruit, so I can try getting Palmon and hopefully push the story ahead. That's quick fruit. Also, on my personal file, I'm gonna hit this point soon in this, because it should be around when I finish this chapter. My favorite character from Cyber Sleuth, Rena, will appear, and seeing her have a voice is so weird compared to what I'm used to, because hearing the voice and then reading for her, the voice I would give her in Cyber Sleuth was like completely different.
Eat up.
Oh, giant Numemon, please don't come after me. Yes. No, 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 no. Thank God. Please be salty food. It's my nut. I can't wait for Digimon Survive to come out next year. Like, when that comes out, I'm probably gonna try streaming it day one. Cob fruit. I need salty boys. Games is that they have free DLC. Like, in Cyber Sleuth I didn't have to pay a cent, and in this well, for both the games I had to pay money to buy the game, but both of them came, like, all the DLC was free. So, that's pretty good in my books. No, but my brother might, like, my brother's getting me well, Christmas is past, but my brother's gonna get me a laptop as a late Christmas gift. So, I should be able to try streaming stuff from that, when I get it. Alrighty. True. That is very true. I think the first game I played on PC that, like, I had to up and download was probably TF2. In that I mained Pyro. I might try emulating one of the DS Digimon games. Dawn or Dusk. But I might also do, like, some of the games I have on Steam, because I know I have some that would be interesting to see on stream. I know one game I'm not going to play, and that's Stanley Parable, only because of that achievement where you don't play the game for 5 years. I think I have like 2 or 3 years left on that, but I'm unsure. Numemon, go away. Please, I don't want you. Thank you. I do play LOL sometimes, but I think MOBAs and that kind of, like, MMOs I might play, but when it comes to, like, stuff like Dota or League, that's very oversaturated and stuff in the Twitch market, so
Nice and calm.
I probably won't get a try playing that, because just so many people already play it.
Watch carefully. Watch carefully.
But sometimes, like, I might stream Warframe from PlayStation, because I have Warframe on both PC and PlayStation, but I have more time logged on this than I do PC. I think it's more fun than, like, money, honestly. But I also do want, like, people to actually see me. Like, I'm kind of giving Digimon free advertisement with, because that's what a lot of users are technically doing, is giving these game companies free advertisement. And, like, I just want to show Digimon love, opinion. Like, two things that I grew up a lot with as a kid was Kirby and Digimon. Yeah, I watched all of Digimon on computer, and I played Kirby as much as I could.
Are you ready? Ready?
I could try that.
Ready to eat? Eat up!
My dream job is to be like a TV or media producer. True. My dream job is to be a producer on TV and movies and stuff. And obviously I want to work on Digimon, because that's kind of a dream of mine. And I had like a thought, like what I was talking about earlier about the Black Mirror movie thing, is Digimon should try doing an interactive sort of series on Netflix where you're like training the Olympus 12 or the Royal Knights, because I think that would be really interesting to see. But yeah, I'll definitely check out Digimon Discord.
Hey! Time to say goodnight. Hey!
Salt, be a good androgynous being and do what you're told.
Okay, gather up.
Ooh, I need cob
Here
fruit.
you go.
Please fill them up. Rip.
Ready to eat?
I'd say put that under some water, then wrap it up, and you'll be as good as gold.
Eat up!
I kind of wish Netflix had the rest of the Digimon shows, because all it has is Fusion, which is the second worst out of the Digimon shows, in my opinion. Because, like, I think a lot of Digimon fans think this, and it's that after Tamers, Digimon, the shows at least, went a bit downhill. Because Data Squad wasn't, like, really all bad or good, it was just kind of a show. And then Frontier, that just removed the Digimon aspect of it, which I don't think is something you're supposed to do, because the partner Digimon was like the biggest part of a lot of it, and getting rid of that kinda got rid of a lot of the fun of the other two shows. And then Fusion just turned it into Pokemon. Fusion, I feel, is the one like, Fusion and Frontier are the ones everyone loves to talk shit about, because they are the worst. And the sad thing is, Frontier has, like, the best intro song.
Looking good. All right. That's right.
So you've only seen Adventure 1 and O2. Both of them are pretty good. O2, there's a bit of a section where there was a lot of stuff going on between the writers, so they didn't know what to really, what was really going on. And, the one writer and animator, who did the episodes with Kari, where it showed the Dark Ocean. I think that, like, that section of O2 showed that they were experimenting with Digimon, which is another thing I like about Digimon over Pokemon, is that they're willing to try and do darker things and experiment with what can go on with Digimon. Because when I first watched Frontier, I thought it was a great idea to have the Tamers be their own Digimon.
Look at you.
But that didn't do as well as I thought it would. And like in Pokemon, there's the episode formula, which really annoys me. It's like, something happens, hey look, Team Rocket does bad, oh now we're blasting off again. Oh. Sometimes gym battle, oh hey look, I'm gonna lose the Elite Four. Yeah.
Nice and calm.
Like, I want Nintendo and Game Freak to make wins the Elite Four, and he hands off, like, to his son to try and do the Elite Four. Like with Boruto, only it's not boring. Because compared to Naruto Shippuden and Naruto, Boruto is boring. Man, I'm so hungry. What can I say? I'm a gourmand. And this momentous occasion indeed. You see, I want 5 green Digistocks. I don't have them. Bloop bloop. The Digistocks I should just be able to grab from this area. Because this area's got a decent amount of resources in it. And, like... Alright.
Watch carefully. That's right. Looking good. You did it. Just like that. Yeah. Watch carefully. Good hit. You can take it. That's right. Just like that. That's right. Watch carefully. Looking good. Good hit. Watch carefully. Good hit. All right. Okay. Nice and calm. You did it. Good hit. Okay. Watch carefully. Good hit. All right. That's right. That's the way. Good hit.
Sweet. Yes! The salty fruits. Now I can get Palmon and up my Digimeat game. After I pick up Wormon's Queast. It is no good. I can't think of anything. I may be weak, but I want to help people. My problem is my only skill is making this thread. I'm confident in its strength, but what can I use it for? What about fishing line? Fishing line, what a great idea. Even if I could make something like that. Wait, I don't have anything I could use as a fishing rod. Hey, could you help me find a stick or something? Sure, why not? Really? Wow, thanks so much. Okay, if you could find anything that can be used as a rod, bring it here, I'm counting on you. And I have his stuff. Sweet. Alright, do I have the green Digistocks for Numumumon? Ah, one off. Aruramon, I'm gonna fight you, now give me a green Digistock.
Okay. Good hit.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Nice and calm. Good hit. All right. That's right. Watch carefully. Yeah. Watch carefully.
I actually have a theory on the variations of Digimon, and the theory is adaptation and mutation, where if their name is just sort of a color, like a variant of a color, then it's like a mutation where one type of Digimon is sort of rarer than the other. Ooh, a new attack. And that's the mutation part of it. And the adaptation part of it is where See how Aruramon is surrounded by more boreal trees that would appear in Canada. Although, because this looks somewhat like a forest area that I'd see around here. Meanwhile, you see Palmon and the other Digimon in Adventure, like in the first episode, you see them in a thick jungle. So I'm thinking that's sort of the difference between some variants. Yeah. And in this game you see Psychmon, which is a Gabumon variant in a desert. See, there's things that Bandai could do that people don't that they don't realize they could have done. Like, Billiam, a YouTuber who does some Digimon stuff. Ooh, but Billiam, a YouTuber who does some Digimon stuff, like, he headcanon thinks that the Mon part of every Digimon No! What did I do wrong? Billiam thinks that, God. I'm sorry, Wormon. I could have done better. Oh God. I'm sorry, Salt. Oh no. That's not good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to end up like this, Salt. I'll make sure in your next life you're better. But the YouTuber Billiam thinks that the Mon part of every Digimon name is a file extension. Like .exe for executable files and .txt for text files. It's .mon for monster files. And they sort of just took the dot out and just made it... How do I do that? I need to find Anubismon and sacrifice him for... Garamon, we're leaving you here. We have a brother for you. I know. Garamon, I'm abandoning you here and now. I'm sorry, goodbye. Garamon, no, what are you doing? Stop following. I'm gonna have to deal with Garamon now. What did I do wrong, though? What moves does Garamon have? Of course. That feel when you hate your life. Cootie's kick is the best thing right for him right now. I hope I at least get an Edamon out of him. If I can get an Edamon, that's...
Hey.
Wait. Did I forget? Yes, or... Oh, wait, no, I'm... You just go to sleep and you wake up to Garamon? Oh, God. Oh, that would be the worst. It's like... My Digimon's gonna be the strongest. He's gonna be the... Well, actually, Garamon isn't, like... It's a slug. It's not shit yet. It can become shit. I'm gonna feed them my nut.
Here you go.
Oh, that would be the biggest disappointment.
Here you go. eat?
I know in Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, Sukamon is actually really useful, or Platinum Sukamon's really useful for grinding. I had like a team of 3, and all 3 of them carried experience up items. So I was just getting levels left, right, and center. But no one wants Sukamon or Numemon or even their variants. Oh, if you've read the Tamer 01 comics, there's actually a fight between Tai and Tai's ex-Vmon, or Vidramon, and a Sukamon. Either it's a Sukamon, and Sukamon's smell almost beat them. I hope I can find the green Digistock so I can get that Numemon, because
Watch carefully.
that Numemon gives you portable toilets, and so if I can just portable toilet, like just have an abundance of them. Yup.
Okay.
Since they're based off slugs, instead of salt that kills them, it's
That's right.
soap.
All right. That's right. Good hit. Looking good. You did it. Good hit.
Wait, so if Numemon's a slug, and there's a shell Numemon, that means that Shell Numemon is a snail, meaning that French people eat snails. So would French people eat Shell Numemon? Yeah. Oh, yup, it's Edamon. Could be worse.
Okay now.
Yeah. Goblimon, go away. I need to get back to the town so I can... Just look like... Numemon's face, or Garamon's face just looks disgusting. In my, yeah, the naming scheme I went for these first 2 Digimon was Salt and Peppa, based off of the band from, I think it's like the 80s or 90s. They made the song, Push It. The reason that song is significant to me is because in one of my past relationships, me and my girlfriend, we went to go see the Lego movie, and we were an hour early, but we were just sitting in the theater talking, and as loud as possible, the song Push It was playing by that band. And that song, if you listen to the lyrics, it sounds very sexual. So, me and my ex just... it was sort of a meme between us. You're back, Trap. I have good news. Wormmon has come back to Floatia. He can tell you where... see, That's what happened. He was jealous because I brought another Wormon in, so he tried digivolving into Stingmon, but it just didn't work, and he became Garamon. He can tell you your partner's favorite foods.
Made my day.
Palmon has come back to Floatia. He'll improve your fields. The city's prosperity is now 4. There's still a long way to go. Sweet, I hit level 4. What are their favorite foods, Wormymon? Preferences and favorites. Yeah. These sticks. It'd be, yeah, Wormon, just get on with it. Salt's preferences, nut. Meat. Peppa's preference is shrooms, and her favorite is Digistock.
You're getting stronger.
Oh, you have to start me with Garamon. 400 stamina. Alright, and... Yeah, from my screen I can't see the emotes very well, but isn't that like Trudeau? Oh, Kappa. Yeah, I'm putting them on the rival bonus. Like, if I could, I would try getting Peppa to be, like a Royal Knight and Garamon to be like, Demon Lord. Sadly, I can't do that because Garamon, but that would be great. Damn it.
Toughen up. You're getting stronger. Okay, gather up. 3. Ready to eat?
Yeah, I know. I plan on streaming for 2 hours. Yep.
You hungry?
But yeah, so I'm gonna try streaming Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays from 6 to 8.
Let's get started.
Man, I really hope Article 13 doesn't go through, because that will ruin so much of, like, just the internet that's come so far.
Over here. Good night. Sleep tight. Hey. Eat up. Here you go.
I know. And not just memes, a lot of content too. Like
Here you go.
a lot, like, think of all that, like, think about, like, so here's something good that might go away, and it's, like, badly written fan fiction. But then think about all the cool stuff that, like, is gonna be destroyed, like, fan music and parodies. Like, and, like, covers of stuff. Like, that would just be gone. And, like, that, like, when I was around 10 years old, I was super into Minecraft. I'm not that into it anymore. But when I was around that age, I would listen to Minecraft music almost religiously. But the stuff I listen to is like by Captain Sparkles and Tryhard Ninja. Like, that stuff had a lot of quality to it. But nowadays you have like the voice cracks like everywhere. At least that's what I've heard people talk about. And now, instead of getting 5, I shall get 8 from everything, every time I get stuff there. You know, this area of this digital world could honestly describe some places in Newfoundland. Because Newfoundland, or Canada in general, is roads. Like, if you're going to, drive from Ontario, or, say, Toronto to Niagara Falls, when you see, a gas station, you gas up, because you're gone for a long ride. But in Newfoundland, there are some areas where you'll just see sort of stuff like abandoned mines and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I fight him. Oh wow, that's a lot of health. I'll just heal. Oh, and I'm good. Ah, sweet. Now I can continue the story. As a kid, I watched YouTube religiously. And YouTube before 2010 was honestly the best YouTube. Because that's where I watched the first 4 season like shows of Digimon. And funny enough, you can actually... Oh. Wow. I don't really know what to say to that, because... True. That is true. Cause I don't know the stats on language, but I do feel English is pretty common, because it was formed in Europe, then brought over to the US and Canada. And Canada, being the most diverse place on Earth, had a lot of different people talking probably a lot of different languages. So... yeah, I can see how language could definitely be a block for internet. Because I know, like, very recently India just got internet, which is why T-Series... Yeah. I believe it too. Because I think English is one of the more common spoken languages, despite so many more people being born knowing other languages. Because so much of the world's economy comes from places like Europe, Canada, and the US, that people end up learning English to kind of survive economically.
All right. Looking good. That's right. Nice.
Nice going.
Oh, what's the other reason? Oh, that is true too. That is true.
Oh, great
Oh.
timing.
Oh, I don't need to speak these.
Apparently, there are other humans apart from yourself in the digital world.
But yeah, no, that also does make a lot of sense.
If they've suddenly been thrown into this world in the same way you were, they're probably in trouble. Considering the strange incidents with the machine Draymon, you should also go check them out. If we can exchange information, maybe we can find out why humans have been pulled into the digital world. And maybe we could solve some other mysteries too. Like how we can send you all home. The witness reports are coming from the south of Nye Plains. Be careful.
Yeah, I'd say the second most advanced would be Japan. Because if you see stuff they've made some impressive stuff. I mean, they've also made anime, which started great and is now sort of going in the direction of SAO.
Got a
But
second?
I also know that Japan also uses more primitive fuels. Like I think they're still using some coal in some places. You're back, not a guy. I have news.
Made my day.
Numemon has come back to Floatia. It's around the bathroom. I wonder what it's doing there. The city's prosperity is now 5. There's still a long way to go.
Over here.
Yeah, language has a big take into what games you play. Because when Pokemon Sun and Moon came out, they made a lot of different languages for that. Because Pokemon is so widely known by so many people that they couldn't just make Japanese, English, and like a couple other languages. Because I think, like, from what I've seen from the language options of some games, it's the most common languages are English, Japanese, French, Spanish, German, and Portuguese. But that's just what I have experience in seeing.
Ready?
Because when it comes to like languages that you see, where you come from has a lot to I think has a lot to do with that. Because like being Canadian for so much of my time, so much of my school I've been learning French. Now that I'm in high school, I don't have to learn it. And since I've never really lived in Quebec, where French is spoken the most, I haven't really needed to use French daily. So that also sort of took me out of my accessibility of using French. So that took away from actually learning it. And I do remember some French, but I could do better, especially since I live in Canada, and it could be important someday. I think knowing more than one language is an important skill people have, especially when it comes to businesses like Bandai Namco and Konami, where they make video games and stuff, and it's known around nationally, where Konami has Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is one of the biggest card games, if not the biggest.
You hungry? Ready to eat? It's chow time.
Thinking about language, I just had... Canada's a great place. I'd recommend living in Ontario. is some... I've never been to Argentina, so I wouldn't know, but I know where I live in Newfoundland. It's a pretty bad place to live in. Not like completely evil where like, but my area there's just nothing to really do, especially for a lot of industries that like that are growing. I wouldn't be able to speak for Argentina though. My brother has a friend who's from Argentina. Yeah, but I don't really know much about the place other than my brother has a friend from there and that you're there.
Over here. Sleep well. Ready? Careful now. Ready to eat?
I'm not really good with, like, just imagining something. When it comes to actually understanding something, I need to, like, experience it. I'm the type of person that has an idea and writes it down, and if a company would actually, like, hey, this is a good idea, let's pick it up. It's like, when, like, if it's a TV show, I'd have, like, I would write down different events on, like, card stocks and, like, put them in, like, a sort of tree. And, oh, yeah, go ahead and give me a description so I can try and understand it. To be fair, with a lot of movies that came out this year, like, having a theater to go to, that's great. From where I live, having hot weather would be amazing right now. But no, I've lived in Ontario, so I know how hot places can get. And that does suck. Because there were days where we legit couldn't go outside because it was that hot out. Especially for me, because I'm the whitest boy you'd ever meet. Yeah, that doesn't sound like the best. Because my town has one shopping center. And yeah, that can be annoying. I think the hottest day I remember was like a 40. But that was like an extreme day, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go straight for the story, so... Oh, you live in a humid place. Ooh. Yeah, that's not fun. St. John's, ooh, yeah, I can... Last year, before final exams, my brother took me to St. John's for a weekend, and, it was almost the summer, and St. John's is right on the coast, and it snowed in, January, March, April, May, June, in, like, the beginning of June. Yeah, mosquitoes, flies, they can be the worst. Like horse flies and black flies. Any bug that bites you is the worst.
All right. You did it. Good hit.
Any bug that survives from humans should be condemned to a life that's only 3 days long. And so that's the one thing I like about mosquitoes and flies and stuff. They live like 3 days, then they're gone. But I think it's better to realize the stuff that you do have than the stuff that you don't. Because there are places in Asia that are like militias and stuff that just own it and just do everything in their power to make everyone in the world's life a little bit worse. Like, diamonds are a really common substance. Because diamonds are just carbon made really pretty. And I don't remember what country it is. I think it's places like diamonds are most common in Africa, and they, because of stuff with militias and stuff there, and just all the stuff that I couldn't even begin to comprehend that makes it a problem getting the diamonds and stuff, inflation just puts it through the roof. Because I just thought of a good would you rather. Would you rather be able to speak every language, or would you rather have the knowledge of every culture? Meaning, you could talk about, like, every interesting thing about every place on Earth, all the foods and stuff, but you wouldn't be able to speak the language, or be able to speak the language but not know anything about the culture.
Himari, look! It's a human! Whoa, Rika! Don't get too close! I told you, we don't know what's going on here, so we have to be careful.
But this person looks kind.
Those are the most dangerous types of people. It's not normal, and probably not sincere.
Hey! What is it?
Hey, Himari, Kota changed completely too, you know.
Maybe even in the presence of a beautiful girl like me. He didn't turn into a big bad wolf or anything, you know?
He looked after Pabumon and Yuramon too, after all. Kota really is a good person.
What are you talking about?
Kota is best boy.
Nothing important. We're discussing whether or not this person is a big bad wolf. Anyway, at least tell us your name, okay?
Before you ask someone's name, isn't it polite to give your own name first?
Yukimura, you're always so formal. You said the exact same thing when we first met.
It's called manners. It really goes without saying.
Well, I guess I need to learn by your example. Show us how it's done.
Fine. My name is Yukimura. This is my partner Kota.
I'm Kota Hirose. Nice to meet you.
I'm Rika. I'm Himari's partner.
And I am Himari Ofuchi.
I see. That's a good name.
Huh? I've heard that name somewhere.
Kota, do you have something to eat?
Only 2 Digistocks. I want to go in farther, but there's an aggressive Digimon in the way. There's not much around here for Digimon to eat. We don't even know how to get back to our own world.
Oh yeah, how did you get here? You can't get back to the real world even from, Floatia?
Well, if you're still here, there really must be no way back, right? Could the problem be the machine Draymon attacks? This world is in trouble.
No thanks to you, Kota. But first things first, what do we do about this?
Well, let's see if we can get to Floatia. We can take these Digimon too, right? Okay now. You hungry?
I honestly couldn't tell if you're still here or not because it says there's 0 people here. So I couldn't tell if your internet sort of cut out or if my screen's just glitching.
All right. Watch carefully. Nice. Nice and calm. That's right. All right. Nice.
Man, what Digimon do you think would live in your part of the world? Because I know from where I live, there would be Aruraumon, probably Goblimon, probably Darugamon,
Looking good.
and a lot of flying Digimon. Like, I imagine there'd be a decent few Birdramon,
Good hit.
and like Betamon, and aquatic Digimon would probably be big here too.
Nice and calm.
I think it'd be cool to see like a Digimon Go kinda game.
Okay. Okay, gather up.
Where that royal Digijelly at? Boy, I ain't got time for you. There we go. I'd say that would come along with getting a laptop. Like, if I stream using computer, that's what I would use with webcam. Unless I got a PS4 webcam. Or if even like the PS4 or I wonder if the PS3 camera could work on it, because I know I have that. I should pick up as many Digi-Shrooms as I can, because when Rena comes along, she gives like a couple different quests and then something happens. And one of her quests is give her 30 Digi-Stocks. Oh wait, I need to give the Royal Digijelly to Kuwagamon. Yeah, there are places in Canada that can be like that too, but not as hot as what you described. I'd say a good place for you would probably be, I don't know, I'd say you'd like a decently north place, like, not like Nunavut or anywhere up, like in the territories, but I think you'd like it somewhere like Northern Ontario or Quebec. Because in Canada we have, in one of the classes I'm doing, it talks about continental and coastal stuff. And continental weather is more milder, or no, coastal is more milder, but they can still get some pretty bad weathers. So I think a place you'd like would probably be Vancouver or somewhere in BC, because it would still be like wet, moist weather, but it wouldn't be as extreme as what you're talking about. In my personal file, I came over to this area at night, and all of the Numemon attacked me at once. So I'm scared of this area at night. Couldn't avoid that one. But yeah, I'd say if you don't move to Canada, definitely visit sometime. Like, visit Canada sometime, because Canada is an amazing place. Like, I'm born and raised Canadian. Yeah, that's also a good benefit.
Good, that's it. Hey. Okay.
Actually, I'm just gonna run from this because I don't want Peppa to get knocked out. I don't want my Digimon to lose any life. Unless it's Garamon. I wouldn't mind him getting knocked out, but he has way too much health for this area to be a problem. I'll feed you two when we get to Floatia. Actually, before we get to Floatia, because we'll be thrown into a cutscene. I'll give you some cheerful apples. Peppa,
You can't
no.
do that.
Dalmon, where?
Here you go.
Boop, boop, boop. Oh.
Here you go.
Ooh. Should I give Garamon the potentially dangerous mushroom? Nah.
You hungry?
I'm not a fan of Garamon, but I'm not going to kill him.
Oh, I
I just remembered. You! That name you told us!
What? Didn't you hear the first time?
You don't remember anything, Kota?
I'm supposed to know this person or something?
Do you remember the National Digital Monsters Tournament when we were in 5th grade?
Of course! We only got into the top 4, but it was still one of the best moments of my life.
Me too. We both lost in the semifinals, but the person who got to the finals?
What? It was you?
Kota was so nervous, I don't think he'd remember you.
And Humari had just got into high school, so she probably wouldn't know you either.
Nervous, the scrub. Kota needs to get on.
That must be what brought us here.
Does that mean the other semifinalist is here too?
Maybe. Or maybe they didn't use their Digivice yet. We can only guess.
Digivices that only you people carry. If we weren't in so much trouble already, I'd want to investigate these devices.
Excuse me.
How dangerous are all these
The burps
machine
are strong in
brain
this
attacks?
stream.
They're very dangerous. They might mean the end of the digital world.
If we could do something about the machine Draymon, will you help us get back to the real...
Yes, I have already made a promise to this tamer.
Then you'll have our help as well.
We'll do anything we can to help, if there's a way to get back to the real world.
So, what should we do?
This tamer has been bringing residents back to Floatia, and there's still the threat of the violent Digimon. Would you perhaps act as bodyguards?
Bodyguards? Oh, that sounds super cool. Leave it to us.
You sound motivated, at least. Anyway, I've been building a device that will be able to detect the presence of Machine Draymon. It will take some time for me to finish it, with just me working on it. That is why I am hoping to enlist the cooperation of this world's wisest man. Will you go to Logic Volcano and find Taumon?
Honestly, if for the world's wisest man, I'm surprised it's not Wisemon or Ancient Wisemon, because that makes more sense to me.
He can be something of a slow starter, so this may be a tough request, but I'm counting on you. Got a second?
You're back, not a guy. I have good news.
Made my day.
Kuwagamon has come back to Floatia. It likes to hang out in the training hall at night. I wonder what it'll do for us. The city's prosperity is now 8. There's still a long way to go. My materials... Oh, and I gain level. Sweet. Alright, Midgidale. Alright. Levels. This Git skill. That I'm not too worried about. That's intriguing. I think I'm gonna up that because battles are good. Battles are cool and good. And now we have Rena, best girl. You there, yes you. Come over here a minute. Plains, cave entrance, or something like that. I have an urgent request. Seriously, what do you mean this sounds shady? It's totally not shady. From the most beautiful trainer ever.
Ready?
Alright, history. Strength and speed up. And for Dalmon, it's strength and wisdom. Alright, let's put them both into strength. Wait. You also needed speed, so I'll throw him in speed.
Take this seriously.
Yeah, I think I've hit that sort of chill out point of the stream where it just sort of quiets down a bit. But I got like 20 minutes left to the time I give myself for the streams.
Over here. Sleep well.
What originally got you into Digimon? Because I feel a bunch of different things get people into Digimon. Because for me, it was my aunt who thought she was buying Pokemon, but actually bought Digimon. What she didn't know is that was probably...
Okay now.
What originally brought you into Digimon? Because for me, it was my aunt buying what she thought was Pokemon, but was actually Digimon. For when I got a Nintendo SP. A Game Boy Advance SP. Or a JASP. Yeah, the game I played was Rumble Arena, I think it was. No, it was Battle Sprite, and I think it was either the first or second one. And RIP. But yeah, no. I logged a lot of hours into Battle Sprite, and it was, like, I really liked it, because I'm a pretty big fan of fighting games, especially when I was younger. Last fighting game I played was Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. But when I was a kid, I logged so many hours into Smash Bros. Melee. My main was Samus. I'm gonna try seeing if I can beat the Digimon over here. Forgot the name of them, but gonna need some stronger attacks. What?
Watch carefully. Good hit. Get up. Ha! Stand up. Try this.
Yeah. Emulate, like, my brother, had pretty much every emulator on his computer, so I played a decent few games as a kid, but I also watched my brother play so many N64 games on his computer. Also, I used a lot of items in this and I can't do that fight. Playing on console is definitely a very authentic feel, but an emulator does work as well. You just need a good ROM of the game. And emulators are also really good for when it comes to ROM hacks. Like, because some people can come up with some really creative stuff. Like, I know there's a lot of Pokemon ROM hacks that, like, people just love. And, like, doing Nuzlocks and stuff.
Watch carefully.
There's a lot of things you can only really do on a computer.
Watch carefully. You did it. Looking good. Nice.
I'd say the game I played most as a kid, well, I guess I can't really pinpoint it to one game, but it was mostly Pokemon I played as a kid. But when it came to Digimon, I watched more than played the games, until now, where Pokemon to me is sort of fallen off the radar a bit, because when the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee games came out, that to me, I couldn't really play, because number one, I wasn't planning on getting a Switch. Then I seen the stuff for game, because if you just get something for that one thing, then you won't have much use for it. Because the thing that really hooked me for the new Smash Bros. Game was the World of Light. Oh yeah, no, I will not be able to do that. I can't. Oh.
Let's get serious. Okay.
Also, I just noticed every time Garamon uses Super Stinky Jet, a fart sound plays.
Right. Get up. I'm sorry.
RIP.
You're kidding.
Watch Garamon dying cutscene plays.
This can't be happening.
Sad to say, but I wouldn't be all that sad if Garamon got a reset.
Ready?
Lemmy, it can't be that bad. Is that bad?
Okay. Here we go.
Alright, so strength and speed. And strength and wisdom. 400 strength, 400 strength. Alright, so I can gauge them both evenly.
Okay now. Eat up. Let's get started. Training time.
I hope in 2019 we see more of Digimon.
Take this seriously.
Like, I hope we see a Digimon game that's similar to the Naruto Shinobi Striker or Dragon Ball Xenoverse, where you get to customize your own tamer and like choose which Digivice he gets and play against Digimon from the shows and stuff in the sort of scenarios the characters did, because that would be really interesting in my opinion.
You're getting stronger. Ready?
Or like a better Digimon MMO, because Digimon Tamers Online is alright, but it's got some flaws.
Ready to eat? Take this seriously.
Yeah, once it hits the 2-hour mark, I'm gonna drop off. But until then, I'm just gonna train these two. I know. But you beggars can't be choosers.
Training time.
I mean, hey, you're the real hero. You're the one who follows me.
Okay now. Time for bed. Hey. Eat up. Here you go. Here you go. Good, that's it.
Also, when I was looking at my Twitch stuff, I found out that it has achievements, and I might just like do random streams every once in a while to try and get some of those. Aw, thanks. I know on the internet it is hard for some things to start up, but once I get like a good momentum rolling, I'd probably say I'll start snowballing into bigger and bigger stuff at some point.
Training time.
And something that I think a lot of people who do Twitch and YouTube and stuff need to remember is like they need to remember how they started and who they are, because like I imagine Tyler 1 and Ninja, where they like who they were when they started and who they are now, like might be completely different people, but then again, they might have started off just being crazy.
Over here. You hungry? Eat up.
Yup.
Give this all you've
Nothing
got.
ever comes easy. That's something I've learned in my life. And so that's why when I always try something, I try my hardest. And that's something we as humans just... If you enjoy, like, this is a saying I've heard a lot, and it's if you enjoy doing your job, then it's not really a job, because you love what you do and you do what you love, and that's a thing that people need to know. Like, people need to love what they do, because if you're just doing something to do it, it's not as fun, and you need to have your own entertainment, because this to me is fun. Despite the fact that it's just you, one person, you're an amazing one person, and you might watch every single one of my streams, and I will congratulate you for that, because like, if Twitch ends up being like a job of mine, I'd be like, I've heard people who do Twitch say, like, never ask a Twitch streamer, do they sleep? Because Tyler 1, like, he streams like most of his day, so you have to there's a level of respect people need to kind of have with people who do things that they love and went through the struggles to do. Yeah, I do sleep. I'm off school, so I'm probably not sleeping as much as I usually would, but I do sleep. Alright, speed and wisdom. Yeah, I legitimately, my school schedule, like waking up in the morning and going to bed, I wake up at 6 in the morning, go to sleep between 10 and 11, and no matter what time I go, like, no matter how much it's off or how accurate I am to waking up at 6 and going to sleep at 10, I will always be tired. That's just me. Anyways, it's that time. I gotta hop off now. I hope you had a good time, because I did. But I'm hopping off now. So, have a good one. I hope you have a good day, and hope you enjoyed the stream. I will see you on Sunday, around this 6 to 8 as well. Peace.